Well, ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, the Type 63 was for sale in this auction. I'm about 10, 12 minutes late to this. Now, I did manage to snap a screenshot before the Type 63 completely got sold out. Yeah, it was sold out. Completely. Within less than 10 minutes, it was gone. Yeah, you don't believe me? Have a look here. Keep going all the way back. Let's have a look. Where is the Type 63? Let's have a look-see. Should be right at the end, I think. There it is. The Type 63, 15,000 gold. Let's go ahead and actually go through the tank, because this tank is sort of OP in a sense. It's a very, very good tank. And the reason for why this tank sold for 15,000 gold, a tier 8 collector tank that sold for 15,000 gold. And the reason why it did was because this tank has not been sold yet. This is the first time it's been sold. It's a very, very rare tank. And this is your opportunity to buy it. Here we go. They've given you the opportunity to buy the tank, and yeah, this is the way to buy it. You have to spend 15,000 gold to buy the tank. Now, obviously on EU, you have a lot more tanks to purchase. But that being said, there's a way more people on the EU server than there is on the APAC and the NA server combined. So, on the EU server, I suspect it's going to get sold out really, really quickly. Now, the tank looks great. It's a very interesting design. It's got combat stabilization. It's got 175 mils on the front of the turret. Really strong turret as well. 120 mils on the front of the hull. Again, pretty strong hull. It's nicely angled. It's got 1920 DPM. So DPM is not bad. It's pretty good for a tier 8 heavy tank. It's got 10-second reload. You have 320 alpha per shot though. So you're not doing 400 alpha or 420 alpha. You're doing 320 alpha. So the alpha damage is not that good, as opposed to some of the more bigger heavy tanks, or the Russian heavy tanks, or the Chinese heavy tanks at tier 8. You got 219 mils of AP pen. You do have premium AP, which is very, very nice. Much better than APCR. And you got 262 mils of AP pen on premium rounds, which is very, very, very nice at tier 8 compared to some of the other tanks. And you do have 60 mils of HE pen. You have 4.1 second aim time, which again is pretty good, but it's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. Your gun handling is really nice, though, at .364 dispersion. Again, that's what you would expect, considering the gun is not a 120mm gun. You have 12 degrees of gun depression, though. Now, 12 degrees of gun depression means a lot of things. It means that on a ridgeline, when you put this thing hull down, using your 12 degrees of gun depression, you are going to be an absolute menace against other tanks. Because I believe this thing has an oscillating turret. Yeah, it does. It's got an oscillating turret, which means it's only got 6 degrees of gun elevation. So good luck trying to shoot anything that's above you. This thing is very strong on a ridgeline. Very, very strong. You only go 44 kilometers per hour top speed, so do keep that in mind. Overall, it's a fantastic tank. But for 15,000 gold, holy shit, it's expensive. And yeah, the reason why it sold out in less than 10 minutes is because everyone wants this tank. Now, the 121B at 18,500 gold is a very, very nice deal. Now, of course, the tank is amazing. It's a great tank. It's basically a T62A on steroids. It really is. You have adaptive concealment, which is very, very nice. You have 252 mils of armor on the front of your turret, which is very, very nice indeed. 130 on the sides and 185 on the rear, which is very nice indeed. 130 mils on the front of the hull, which means you can get some very troll bounces. You got 3200 DPM, which is very, very nice. 6.52 second reload. You have 265 mils of AP pen. Heat is 339, and of course 57 on your high explosive. I'm pretty sure I'm running this thing with calibrated shells, which is why it's got those interesting increments right there. You have a 350 alpha shot, which is very nice indeed, and 400 on your HE. You got a 2.6 second aim time, which again, I'm pretty sure I'm running gun laying drive on this thing, which is why it's got such an amazing but even as base, the accuracy is amazing on this tank. And the gun handling is phenomenal at .262 dispersion. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm using enhanced gun here. If I go that way, I'm pretty sure I own this tank. Yeah, I'm running enhanced gun. But even though, look at the numbers there. It's a phenomenally accurate gun. It's fantastic. It really is a fantastic gun. It's got 6 degrees of gun depression, which again, it's okay. It's negligible. You can use it, but you know, it's not nothing to cry home about. And it goes 56 kilometers per hour. This is a fantastic tier 10 tank. I would highly recommend buying it. And again, if you want to get this as cheap as possible, you can very well do it. I suspect this tank is going to probably sell out for about 13,500 gold. So if you can get it for 13,500 gold, mate, go for gold. Bob's your uncle. It's an amazing tank at that price. Even at this price, it's actually pretty decent. Now, the Charlemagne at 7,500 gold is actually very, very nice. It's a great tank. This is really, really, really a really underrated tank. People tend to not play this tank for some reason. It's got 178 mils on the front of the turret. Again, it's okay. It's not amazing, but you can bounce quite a few shells. You have 110 mils on the front of the hull. Again, it's decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent enough to, you know, work around it. You do have 1900 DPM. You got 11.76 second reload. You have 227 mils of standard AP pen, which is very nice. Now, I am running this thing with calibrated shells, so because this thing has HESH. Now, the only downside, again, with this being HESH is that you can't penetrate things that are above T9 or above Tier 8, right? So a lot of those Tier 9 heavy tanks are going to struggle to pen frontally. You're going to have to go towards the sides. But again, the upside of having HESH is that you can pen with 158 mils of HESH pen on your premium HESH. You can obviously penetrate using those calibrated shells. So you're doing 390 per shot on your AP and 470 on your HESH rounds. 4.7 second aim time, 0.326 dispersion. So accuracy and gun handling is pretty decent. 8 degrees of gun depression. This is basically an FV215B at tier, or a Conqueror at tier 8 essentially, but just without the amazing gun that the Conqueror has. You have 35 kilometers per hour top speed. Again, overall, this tank is really, really nice. I would recommend buying it, especially if you can get this thing at as cheap as you possibly can. If you can get this thing for under 5,000 gold, mate, go for gold. It's a fantastic tank. Overall, this is a pretty good selection. But again, I guess the highlight of this one is, of course, the Type 63. But personally, I think the 121B is the highlight of this specific auction at the current point in time, because it's actually at a very good price. So, that would be my recommendation. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, whether or not you are going to purchase the Type 63, or if you get lucky enough to purchase the Type 63, or if you're going to purchase any of the other tanks. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below again what you're buying. And as always, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East, everywhere else in this beautiful world. And as always, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, you beautiful legends.